All right, Agnes, look, mate, we're desperate. You did okay. You did well in your 4 starts in AAA, so you're back in the rotation. But I warn you, mate, you pull any of those shenanigans out there, and never mind Toledo, you'll be going to 8 Mile. They can deal with you. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to the Detroit Tigers. It's Season 7, Episode 5, and today we're going to be facing the Ragin Cajuns after the All-Star break. We've got a lot to catch you up on. Apologies, no episode last time. It was scheduled on Wednesday, but Baby James is here. He's healthy and everybody is recovering as well as they can be, so that's all good news. There may be another missed episode here or there, but I'm going to do my best to keep the schedule going as I say, as best I can. But let's see where what we've done. Now, let's start by saying that Eknes is back in the starting rotation, which isn't ideal. You might be able to see there, though, he went back to Toledo, 4 games started, an ERA of 2.28. He had a whip of like 1.05. He did well, basically. So we're desperate, and that's because Contreras was just becoming a bit of a joke. So he's gone back into the bullpen, and yeah, well, we'll just hope that Eknes actually this time around can live up to his potential there. Now, there has been the draft, but also the international amateur free agent. So the international amateur free agent that we signed is Herman Benolos, a starting pitcher, extremely self-confident, which I always think is a good thing. He's unwavering once he takes a position, so let's hope his position is aligned with mine. But yeah, we'll kind of see what we get from him. OSA ratings have him as slightly higher as the head scout, which I always think is a good thing. You know, if the head scouts is the lower end of what we can expect, then that is very good. Good array of pitches, an excellent changeup. I'm hoping he's going to be a good pitcher for us. So that is that. Now, of course, the draft, as I said, has taken place as well. And our first round pick was Isaiah Rankin, a catcher. You can see there, very, very highly rated. Not maybe the best defensively, but hopefully that'll come with a little bit of time. But a very good bat. I mean, he could, in theory, be a designated hitter, you know, if catching doesn't work out for him. So, yeah, really, really pleased with him. Second round, we went and got another catcher. This guy is a very good defensive catcher, and he's not a bad bat potentially either. And he's Australian as well, which is, let's face it, the main reason why we drafted him. So, yeah, very, very excited. I mean, I'm tempted to call this guy up now because he's Australian, but we'll give him a little bit of time to develop, maybe by the end of the season. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, very, very happy to have an Aussie on board. Third round pick, we went for a starting pitcher in Wayne Bolton. They're all 18. They're all sort of straight out of high school, so we'll see how they go. The issue here potentially is only 2 pitches right now. Let's hope something develops along the way. If not, we might get a bullpen pitcher out of him. But yeah, again, hopefully we get a good pitcher there. Fourth round pick, we went for Dario Ortiz. He is a hitting outfielder. No, he's a good defensive outfielder as well. So we'll see what becomes of him. Again, 18. Again, another one out of high school. Fifth round, and this is where it started to drop off a little bit for us. Again, I don't remember drafting players out of high school as a policy, but we've certainly got a few of them, haven't we? This guy is just an infielder, decent potentially as a bat. So we'll just kind of see what happens with him. And the last one who may or may not come off is Ivan Frazier. Now, he's a little bit older. He is 22. He is potentially a starting pitcher down the line. He's a bullpen pitcher just now. So, again, we'll kind of see what happens. He is someone that obviously is a little bit closer to being ready for Major League Baseball potentially, but he's got a long way to go yet. He's playing rookie ball just now. So, yeah, again, we'll kind of see what happens there. So that was the draft. Now, as for the Tigers right now, well, things have gone very, very well since we left off. That was, of course, this 5-0 win over Minnesota. Didn't start brilliant. We got 1 of 3 in Cleveland, but you see the 2 losses we had were quite narrow. We then went and swept Chicago, and they came to town. We got 2 out of 3 in Seattle, which has really got them in a very, very close series, a 14-inninger, and then 2 3-2 results, 1 going each way. That brought us onto the Yankees. You can see we won 2 here, and then we flip over the page, and we won to sweep the series. Houston, then we won 2 of 3, which was good. And in game 3 of the series here, we had a grand slam in the 5th from Urbina, the new man, of course. Mixed reaction, I've got to say, to his signing, which I was a little bit surprised about. But yeah, I mean, a lot of what was being said makes sense. But yeah, as I said at the time, I'm quite happy with it. And yeah, hitting a grand slam made me very happy as well. On the pitching side of things, Sasaki, he's just doing wonderful, wonderful things right now, which is amazing. So that brought us on to Texas. We had a 13-3 win and then 2 losses, rather high scoring. In the 13-3 win, though, we did have a good day at the plate. You can see we were 7-0 up early on there, but a good day at the plate for Garcia, who went 5 for 5 with 4 RBIs in there as well. He hit a home run in that as well, in those 5 RBIs. And the pitching side of things, it was a decent day out for Gerton, Ruff, and Seymour. And then to finish things off before the All-Star break, we went and swept the Rays. So we won 15 of 21, and as you would suspect, a run like that has done wonderful, wonderful things for our position in the league. We are now joint top with the Twins, 3 games ahead of Cleveland, and a nice little 8-game buffer back to the Royals and the White Sox. We are top of the wildcard standings as well, so that obviously is a good thing. If we want to win the league right now, we would be getting through as a wild card anyway. And if you put our record up against the teams that are at the top of the other 2 divisions, we are ahead of the AL East, and we are only, 1 or 2 games back of the West. So we're looking, if we are able to keep this up and go on and then win the division, we are looking fairly decent to actually avoid the wild card series altogether, which would be a very nice thing indeed. And some league leaders here, you can see we've got Vega second in home runs, we've got Abrams second in stolen bases, Gerton third in ERAs, and that is pretty much it for our guys at the top of the division. And if we have a look at everybody's pitching stats here, I mean, Eknes and Contreras are the 2, aren't they? My plan was they would be a big part of our rotation this year, and neither of them are doing particularly well. But the player who is doing well is Sasaki. I mean, I can't speak highly enough of him. He's just getting better and better the longer the season goes. Gerton is doing very, very well as well. Carmona started well for us, and he's gone into a little bit of a slump. But otherwise, everybody's sort of either doing well or they're bringing their ERAs back in the right direction, having been a little bit poor at the start. And if we go and have a look at the hitting side of things, then we can see it all there as well. And it is going well. Urbina, that's his record there. He's been really, really good. Batting .303, on-base percentage of .411. Yeah, again, I couldn't be happier with him, basically. And yeah, he's doing well. So Ohtani and him and Vega that were all hitting home runs, as is Vera. So yeah, very, very pleased with the offense as well. So let's have a look now at what happened with All-Star selections. Now, in terms of the final voting, we can see there, and I've got to remember how everybody did in the voting. Did we have anybody? We got Takazawa third in center fielders. We've got Ohtani third in right fielders. Designated hitter, we had Vega third. We had Walling fifth in the starting pitch voting, and we didn't have anybody in the voting there for the reliever. Now, I think Green got a little bit shafted here, because I don't believe, if we're going to have a look at the rosters, he got picked for either league, which is very, very harsh on him. Here's the American League team there. We ended up with 2 All-Stars in Walling and Ohtani, and I think, again, that is a little bit harsh on us, considering we are top of the division, but maybe we've hit form a little bit too late, and that is what has hurt us. And if we go and have a look at the National League, well, we can see it there. And yeah, like I say, you'll see that Riley Green did not get selected when he would have got selected for either league, I would imagine. But yeah, having gone traded between the 2, ended up with nothing. So serves him right, really, doesn't it? So let's have a look at the what's it called, home run derby, and it was Vlad Jr. beating Tony Vega. Now, I'm pretty sure Tony Vega lost in the final of this last year as well, so he's a little bit unlucky, but at least he was there. He got to take part. He went to the All-Star game, which would have been very exciting for him. And the All-Star game itself, well, it was a 5-2 win for the National League. And as for our 2 boys, if we go and have a look here, we can see that Ohtani was a designated hitter. He had 2 at bats, 1 hit, 1 run, and a strikeout there as well. And in terms of the pitches, I should say, Walling did have an inning and he didn't give up anything. So that is as good as we could ask for from him. So there we go. That was how the All-Star game played out. So that leaves us now with nothing to do other than to go and start the game against San Antonio. So let's have a look at the lineups for today's game against the Ragin Cajuns. And this is it. It's Abrams leading us off at second base. Vera bats second at first. Urbina bats third in left field. It is Ohtani cleaning up in right field. Vega, there's a hitter, bats 5. Garcia at third base, bats 6. Takazawa in center field, bats 7. Hunt, the catcher, bats 8. Lopez, the shortstop, bats 9. Gerton goes on the mound for us today. A 7.5 record, ERA of 2.92, whip of 1.19. Up against Johnny... I don't know how to say that. Service? Cuevas. It's Cuevas, isn't it? I think it's Cuevas. Anyway, here's a 4.6 record, an ERA of 4.87, a whip of 1.39. Let's hope that those numbers all stack up and we end up with a very decent win against a second year side in San Antonio. So welcome to Texas. It's I believe our first trip on camera to San Antonio, and it's going to be Abrams to lead us off. And I mean, they still look a relatively weak side, which is to be expected. Let's see what Abrams can do. He has got a good piece of that into right center field, and Abrams is quick as well. So he rounds second, goes to third, and we start the game off with a CJ Abrams triple, which is a very nice way to start things off indeed. Let's go now with Errol Vera, who's batting 269 this season, a 1-2 pitch, and he gets hit. And it will bring up Urbina now batting 302. A 1-1 pitch. Urbina gets it into right field. That will be the lead. Vera will go to over to third. So runners at the corners. RBI single for Urbina. And it's going to bring in Ohtani now, who is batting 250 this season. A 1-1 pitch. Ohtani pops it up. Now, is it deep enough to get Vera home from third? He's going to have a go at it, and I don't think he's going to get there. So 2 away all of a sudden, runner at second. And it's going to be Tony Vega batting 245, a 2-2 pitch. And Vega strikes out. So after a very good start to the inning, just the 1 run. And it's going to be Gerton to start things off, and Beltre at the plate batting 260 this season, a 2-2 pitch. Let's see what we can do with this. And Gerton starts things off with a strikeout. Very, very nice indeed. Urias comes in now batting 273. It's a 1-0 pitch. And that is popped up. Ohtani should have that one comfortably. And there we go. 2 away. And it brings in Cepeda now, who is batting 269. It is a first pitch swing. And that is lined to Garcia at third. And that'll end the inning. So we'll go to the second, 1-0 up. Garcia will lead us off batting 275. A 2-1 pitch. And Garcia grounds it to the shortstop. And that'll be 1 away. I am kind of thinking now with Ohtani. I mean, there's been a lot of chat on the Discord about what we do from here, whether not just with Urbina and whether it's actually an upgrade or just a bit of a nothing move. Yeah, I think my plan at this point with Ohtani is we're just going to hang on to him. It's looking as though we are going to have a postseason season, and that being the case, I think we're going to hang on to Ohtani. And if we lose him for nothing, we lose him for nothing. Yeah, I think we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that next season if it comes to it. But I think this season we're a chance of doing something. Umpire calls a balk. Excellent work, mate. So suddenly a runner at second with no one out. And he's walked another one. So, I mean, that makes sense to get the force in there again. It is Enrique Hernandez up now batting 253. And we've balked again. Jesus Christ, throw the ball, Gerton. I've never seen 2 balks in an inning like that. If he balks again, I just might lose myself. And that is a ground ball to first, and everybody stays where they are. It is 1 away. Runners at second and third still for Owen Cassie. Batting 164, a 2-2 pitch. Can we get a strikeout here, please? No, we can't. And it's going to drive in the tying run. If you hadn't balked twice, that would have been a double play to end the innings. Dansbury Swanson, which always should be in like an English Earl or something with a name like Dansbury Swanson or Dansbury Swanson. He strikes out. He trundles off back to the dugout to have a cup of tea and some crumpets, as Jose Lopez will lead us off batting 231. It's a first pitch swing. Lopez gets it into left field, and that'll be a leadoff single for the shortstop. Can we get this lead back? It is CJ Abrams, who tripled last time up. This time he grounds it to the shortstop. It looked like it was a hit and run play, so we avoid the double play. Runner to second. Vera at the plate. He got hit last time up, I think. This time he pops it up. And it'll be Lopez staying at second. And it will be Urbina to the plate, who hit an RBI single last time around. A full count this time. And Urbina grounds it to second base, and that will do it for the top of the third. All right, we've got Carter Jensen to lead them off, batting 240, a 1-2 pitch, and that is popped up. Ohtani should have that comfortably. And that is one away. In comes Beltre now, who is 0 for 1 today. A 2-1 pitch, a ground ball that Abrams has over to first, and that is 2 away. And it's Urias who is 0 for 1. A first pitch swing from him, and that is popped up. In comes Takazawa and makes the catch to end the third. Still 1-1, though they haven't had a hit yet. And it is Ohtani to lead us off. 0 for 1 today. It's a 2-2 pitch, and that is a strikeout. Vega now, who is 0 for 1. A 1-2 pitch on him, and Vega grounds it to the shortstop for 2 away. I mean, Vega's so slow, the shortstop could almost run to first and touch the base himself, I think, and still get him out. Garcia, who's 0 for 1, an 0-2 pitch, and he swings at strike 3 about an hour after it passed him, and that'll do it for the top of the fourth. Cepeda now, who is 0 for 1, a 3-0 pitch, and I mean, they haven't had a hit yet, but it does kind of feel like they're getting on top of us, doesn't it? It is Sola now coming in. He walked last time up. Or was he balked on? Can you get balked on? I don't think you get balked on, do you? It's only the runners. Anyway, he's popped it up into right field. Ohtani makes the catch for 1 away. Varsho now, who is 0 for 0. We're just determined, aren't we, Tom, to get runners in scoring position here without getting any hits. It's a full count. It is a walk. 2 on, 1 out, still no hits. Hernandez, who's 0 for 1, a full count. Hernandez grounds it to, through the shortstop. It's going to load the bases. Is it? No, it's going to give them the lead. They've scored 2 runs. Well, I guess they have a hit now, don't they? But this is unbelievable. Cassie now, who is 0 for 1, has an RBI. It's a 3-0. That could be a double. There's 1, and it is just 1. So runners at the corners. Jose Lopez is injured, is able to shake it off. And Swanson will come in again. First pitch, pops it up. Tea and crumpets ready for Dansbury, please, in the dugout. And that'll end the fourth. But we've fallen behind here. And it's going to be Takazawa to lead us off. 0 for 1 today. It's a full count. Come on, Kyoto. He draws a walk. 1 away. It is Hunt to the plate now, who is 0 for 1 today. A 1-1. And Hunt gets it through the left side of the infield. Takazawa stays at second. So 2 on, no 1 out for Lopez, who is 1 for 1 today. A 1-1. It is, what was that? Was it a bunt? I don't know what it was. Whatever it was, it worked. He's out at first, but the runners go to second and third. And Abrams now, who's 1 for 2 with a chance to draw us level, if not more. And he pops that up into left field. Is it deep enough to get Takazawa home? No. Wisely, I think he stays at third. So 2 out now for Vera, who is 0 for 1. A full count. Vera gets it into left field. Oh, and it's a diving catch. And still we find ourselves behind in this one. Gerton to Jensen now, who is 0 for 1. A 3-0 pitch. Is he going to put another one on without a hit? Yes, he is. Unbelievable. 5 walks, 2 balks, and a bunt. Can we get the runner at second? No. But 1 away. It is Urias to the plate now, 0 for 2. It's a full count. He walks. 6 walks he's issued now. It's just a little bit rusty after, I'm assuming it was a very enjoyable All-Star break for him. Cepeda comes in now. He's popped that up. Takazawa goes back. And Takazawa at the wall. And he has made a catch. A leaping catch by Takazawa. 2 away. Runners stay at second and first for Sola, who is 0 for 1. And that is into center field. Is Takazawa going to stop the run? No, he is not. And it is 3-1 now. And it is Varsho to face Mike Ruff, the new pitcher. Can Ruff get us out of this inning? 2 out, runners at the corners. It's a first pitch swing. And it is, well, that's going to score 2, isn't it? It's against the outfield shift. And it is just 1. It is 4-1 now. And this Ragin Cajun side continues to just sort of have our measure. And I don't understand how or why. Hernandez now comes in. 2 out, 2 on. This is a very, very big at bat. Hernandez grounds at the third. And that should do it. But we fall 2 further runs back. It is 4-1 now. And someone's had to get taken out of the game. I don't know who it was. Was it any of our guys? No, so that's one of theirs. So Urbina will lead us off. A 1-1 pitch. Urbina has sent it into centre field. Back goes the centre fielder and makes the catch at the track. 1 away. It is Otani now who is 0 for 2. First pitch swing. Otani grounds at the first base. 2 away. It'll bring in Vega who is 0 for 2. A 2-0 pitch, and Vega hits it into right centre field. Just a single for him, I think, that one. He slides into second. So 2 out, runner at second, and it's going to bring in Garcia to face the new man, Kranich, who has an ERA this season of 7.2. An 0-1 pitch. Can Garcia pull one back here for us? Garcia gets it into right centre field, and it will indeed draw back a run. It is going to be a double for Garcia as he stands at second. An RBI double. It is 4-2. And can we drive in now? Garcia looks to be injured, and Garcia is out of the game. So Daniel Cabrera will come in. Why wouldn't you have bought... Is Xavier Edwards? Why wouldn't you have bought Xavier Edwards in? Anyway, Takazawa now. And Xavier Edwards is a better base runner as well. So he gets hit. So 2 on, 2 out now, and it's Blake Hunt who is 1 for 2. It's a 2-2 pitch, and Hunt gets it into right field. It's going to drop in. Is it going to score a run? Cabrera is coming home. It is an RBI single for the catcher. It is 4-3. Still 2 out. Still runners at first and second for Lopez, who is 1 for 1 today. It's a 1-1 pitch. Come on, Jose. Jose Lopez grounds it to the second baseman, and that will end the 6th. But we've cut the lead back to 1. Edwards does come into play third base. It makes absolutely 0 sense why we wouldn't have put him on the pinch run. Anyway, it is going to be Contreras, newly installed in the bullpen after being absolutely rubbish as a starting pitcher this season. Let's see what he can do. And that is a first pitch out for 1 away. Dainsbury Swanson now, who's 0 for 2. It is an 0-1 pitch. Contreras, what's he got? It's a ground ball. I tell you what, they're all well hit, aren't they? But straight to fielders, 2 away. And it's Carter Jensen now who's 0 for 1. A first pitch swing. Jensen hits it into right field. And I'm going to say that they're not worried about him. They're certainly hitting the ball solidly, but straight to fielders. It is Abrams to lead us off now. He is 1 for 3 today. It is a 1-2 pitch. What can CJ do? He gets it over the third baseman, down into that left field corner. And he will have himself a leadoff double. So a double and a triple so far today for Abrams. And it is Vera now with the tying run at second and no one away. A 1-0 pitch. Vera gets it straight ahead into center field, and that should tie the game. It does. So Errol Vera with an RBI game-tying single. And it is Urbina now who is 1 for 3. A 2-2 pitch. Urbina has popped it up into right field. The right field is going back. Runner tags and will stay at first. 1 away. Omar Cruz comes in now. ERA for him this season just under 7. He's going to face Otani. It's a left-hander as well. And there is a bit of a loose pitch, but runner stays at first. 3-1 pitch now for Otani. And Otani draws the walk, bringing Vega to the plate. Go ahead run at second. Vega is 1 for 3 today. It's a 2-1 pitch. Tony Vega has sent it into right field. Not deep enough to leave. Deep enough to get the runner to third? Yes. So the go-ahead run stands at third with 2 away, and Xavier Edwards at the plate batting .261 this season. It's a first pitch swing. Edwards to the shortstop, and that will be out at second to end the 7th. So we stretch, tied at 4. Contreras to face Beltre to get the bottom of the inning underway. It's a 1-2 pitch, and that is going to drop in. Is it Takazawa's coming in? No, he's got it covered. And it is a out to start the bottom of the 7th. Urias now, who is 0 for 2. An 0-1 pitch, and that is a ground ball, and that is an error at first base. And the runner will go to second, despite what should have been 2 out, no one on. It's an error for Lopez. And Cepeda now comes in 0 for 2. A first pitch swing we're just walking in, which kind of makes sense. Though it does bring up Sola, who is arguably their most dangerous hitter. He's 1 for 2 today. a full count, and we load the bases with 1 away. Verso at the plate, 1 for 1 with an RBI already. It's another full count. Contreras, mate, don't do this again. Oh, you unbelievable dick. 5-4. Hernandez to the plate. And that is up the middle. Why is Contreras still in this game? Why is he still at this club? And the 2 RBI single. It is 7-4. Finally, he leaves. Seymour comes in. Contreras can go to AAA or AA or rookie ball. I think go somewhere. Seymour with a strikeout for 2 away. Dansbury, Swanson comes in. Swanson will end the inning. And, well, we've got it all to do again. We are 3 runs down. And Takazawa will lead us off. He's 0 for 1 today. So he's obviously got himself a few ways on base. But he's going to be out there for 1 away. And it's going to mean Blake Hunt comes to the plate. 2 for 3. Good day at the plate for Blake Hunt today. And first pitch swing. And Blake Hunt straight down right fielder's throat. 2 away. And Lopez now, who's 1 for 2. They had 7 runs off 4 hits. That is just... Oh. That ends the 8th. We'll go to the bottom of the inning. Jensen will face Seymour. And that is a ground ball to the second baseman. Out at first for 1 away. It is Beltray now, who's 0 for 3. It's a 2-2 pitch. And there's a strikeout. Seymour is doing what nobody else in this pitching staff could do. Urias now, who is 0 for 3. It's an 0-1 pitch. And that is straight up the middle for a 2-out single. And let's see what Cepeda can do now. He's 0 for 2 today. Another first pitch swing. And that is a ground ball. Abrams to second base. To end the 8th, we need 3 in the 9th. And it's going to be Nick Robinson, who's a name that sounds very familiar to me. He's going to face Abrams, who's leading us off, I should say. He is 2 for 4 today. Looks to lay down a bunt, straight back to the pitcher. And Abrams gets there, bunts himself aboard. He is only a home run away from the cycle here. Vera comes in, 1 for 3 today. A 1-2 pitch, and there's a strikeout for the first out. It is Urbina now, who's 1 for 4. A 3-1. Urbina gets himself on base. Tying run comes to the plate, and that is Otani, who is 0 for 3. He's due a hit. A 1-2 pitch. Can Shohei do something? No, he can't. 2 away, and it is Tony Vega, who is 1 for 4. A 2-2 pitch again. Come on, Tony. No, he watches it, and that... How did we lose that game? We out-hit them 2-1. Unbelievable. So Contreras, I mean, what do you do with him? Does he have many years left? He's got 2 minor league option years, so maybe we can just send him down. Is he going to refuse? He is going to refuse. So that does beg the question, doesn't it? I mean, maybe what we do is we leave him in there. You know what we might do? We'll leave him in, but we will avoid high leverage and just use him to eat up innings if we get to that point in a game. So, yeah, very, very disappointing. Mike Ruff has picked up an injury, it looks like. He is out for 5 weeks, so that's not ideal. We'll have to obviously deal with that momentarily. But that will do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. I don't really understand what happened, but looks like the Twins have lost as well, so we're still joint top of the division. And we'll be back next time for, let's go come back in August for, what about this series? It's the end of this series here against Cleveland, and see how we're going when we get to that point. Take care.